Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Diane's Sewing Room. So I thought I'd do a little midweek catch up of a few things I've been working on, and something that I've just got a little obsession with at the moment, and I'm going to be making loads of these, and I found it on another vlog. I'll have to link that in below. And it is an underwear pattern, and it's by Megan Nielson. You may have heard of this already, so please feel free to move on if you have, but I just thought it was fabulous because there are so many free patterns out there that's really nice that designers do and put out there just for people to print off. And this is one of them. So if you haven't seen it already, it's really good. So it's a Megan Nielson underwear pattern for these knickers here. So I'll bring that a little closer. And all you have to do is go on the website and sign up to their mailing list, and then you get a code to go on to their projects and download this pattern. So it's completely free, which I thought was really good, because even a pattern for undies such as this can be quite expensive. So if you're sewing on a budget and you want to make things for as cheaply as you can, you don't want to be paying a lot for a pattern such as this. Now, you can go around your own undies if you've got a favourite pair. I mean, I have done this before in the past to make some, to use some scraps, but I think it's nice to have a tried and tested pattern. And like I said, other people have made it and they've said it's really good, and it gives you the different sizes and the requirements of elastic for around the waist and around the legs, the tops of the legs. And I just wanted to try it out before I'd got any of the specialist elastic, so I just had a small amount from when I made some in the past to go on one pair, but not enough to make the others. And then I was just itching to do another pair once I'd finished my work yesterday, so I've just been cutting out some more this morning as well. So I'll show you the ones I've done so far. Now, I've already adapted it. Like I said, I didn't have enough elastic to make them exactly as they are on here, but I have used the requirements. What I've used is lace, so it's stretch lace in places, in place of that, just to test out the size for now. And now I know that I love them, I'm going to go and buy more because it's inexpensive. The specialist Pico, I'm never sure how you're supposed to say that. P-I-C-O-T. Specialist elastic, and it's got the little sort of frill on the edge, and you can get that in different thicknesses. That looks really nice and really finishes them off. So I'm going to buy some more of that in different colours now, because it's a really good scrap busting project. If you make t-shirts and things like that, you'll end up with lots of smallish pieces left that you can't really get much out of, but it's just perfect for a little pair of knickers or underwear. Sometimes you can get a little vest top cami out of them, but not always. So I'll show you the ones I've done so far. So this is 100% cotton jersey, what I've made a top in. You might have seen me in this before. It's got little stars on it. I made a tilly top with this, and I had enough of the special elastic for around the top on these, so you can see you just get that nice edge, but I didn't have enough to go around the legs. So what I've done on my legs is I had some stretch elastic, and I didn't even have that much of that, so I've cut it up the middle, and the raw edge has gone on the inside and the frill to the outside. So it's like a standard pair like this, what you're making. There's quite a good range of sizes too, but I think that bit of lace around there just sort of finishes them off. So I think that looks really nice on the edge. And I've tried them and they do fit, and they are a good fit, but they come quite low at the front. And sometimes they've got a really good coverage at the back there if you've got a dress on in the summer and you really want to feel secure. Sometimes if you're wearing some like trousers, something you might want to wear a thong. But these are really good for wearing with your dresses in the summer. So I thought that was a really nice first pair. So I thought I'd try some more. Now this is in, I've been using a lot of French terry, haven't I? And a blogger friend of mine said, oh, it might be too thick. I thought, well, it's still cotton. And it's not that thick. It is thicker than the jersey. But yeah, you probably wouldn't wear them in the summer, but maybe you might want to wear them to bed with a cami or something. So I've made another pair, and this time I thought I'd do them so they came up a little higher at the front, just to try out different styles on them. So I've stuck to the pattern again, but just added a small amount to the top of the front and back. And then this time I've used the stretch lace cut in half again for around the legs, but I've used it in full around the top because I thought that would be a nice effect to have the full lace going around the top like this. So these are in French terry, so these are thicker, so maybe when I wear them I might think, oh, that's not such a good idea after all. But I thought I'm still testing them out at the moment, so I've got lots of other bits of jersey left that I can try. And another thing that I thought would be really good with these, if you've got even smaller pieces left, is you could take your pattern, trace it off on some paper, and then you could do sort of, if you look at my design here, if we did a line down there and cut the pattern into sections, you could have different panels at the side and then different ones in the middle, and that would get even more of your sort of jersey and cotton jersey bits used up. So you could divide that into sections. So I'm really pleased with those. I think they are really nice and a really fun way to use up your scraps, and it's fabulous that we've got the opportunity to print off these free patterns. So you just print it off, stick the pieces together, and there are full instructions here. So I'm going to show you a few of these bits because it's quite in depth. So if you haven't made them before, I mean, underwear is quite easy, but it shows you attaching regular elastic and attaching lingerie elastic and the fold over. So it gives you the different instructions if you're not sure about that. There are the size guides here, the stretch allowance, what you need, so test square, and there is a few tips here on fit, a stretch ruler before you start, a few bits of information to get you going, and then here you can see step-by-step instructions. So if you're not sure at all, you've got diagrams to work to. Like I said, there's only a few pieces, so they are very easy. But if you're new to sewing or if you were uncertain, there's really good instructions there. And then there's a place for your notes. So I think this is really nice. Stretch percentage guide. And then here we've got the sizing. So from a 0 in the Megan Nielson patterns up to a 20. And then piece there for your pattern layout. So I think that's just fabulous. So I will tag in the original vlog that I saw it on below to credit her, because she did a lovely little video about it, and I thought, oh, that's fabulous. She did a few different underwear patterns actually, so I might have to look at some of the others, but she did say this one was particularly good, and she made a few of these. So I thought, I'll go and check that out. So I've shared this link with my friend also, so she can have a go at it. And it's good to share these things, isn't it? So if I come across any more, that might be another thing I look out for this year, more free sewing patterns. And also the Megan Nielson site, if you just go on it and have a look round, there are loads of fun tips and bits of information and different articles to read. So it's also really good just to have a read and a look round on there. So please do go and check that out. So that's something I've been up to. Now I have made these pyjamas for work, so I'm going to I'm not keeping these are for work, but I am going to give you a little glance at those. So I'm just going to spin you around so you can have a look. So I think this is really nice. These are made up in a size 12, I think it's like a 12 to 14. So you've got a nice sort of cami top. This is French terry stretch, and then there are some pyjama bottoms like this, which have got elastic in the back, and then the drawstring that pulls through some buttonholes at the front. They're quite a wide leg fit pyjamas. So that's something that I've made. Something else that I've been thinking about is my sweatshirt that I wore recently, my patchwork sweatshirt, one of them that I was talking about just recently in a video. And the thing that has always bothered me about it, and I do love this when I wear it, the thing that's bothered me about it is this large expanse of pale pink and white at the front. So I love the colours, I love all the colours together, but that pink and white at the front, it's on the back as well, really doesn't do it for me. And it's on the cuffs as well. Now I thought the colours really went really well when I made it, and I do wear it, but every now and again when I wear it I think that's just not me. That really bothers me, that part of it, and it's such a shame because I love it so much. But I like quite bold colours most of the time, but I have some of this left, which I really like. And I've been thinking, I've got bigger pieces than this is just a scrap I picked up. I've been thinking with this sort of green here and pink, and then also the green in the sleeves, I think that would look really nice as that middle section, or at least part of it, just to break up that expensive pink. So I may just undo the sides, undo this front, and just add in some more. This can be an ongoing work in progress, this. I can wear it for a while, and then as I get scraps and get tired of it, I can just keep adding to it. It's a good way to make your clothes last longer anyway. So what do you think, everybody? Any ideas? I think that would look really nice as part of this sweater. So that's the fabric. I'm losing my top here. I'll talk about this now as well. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with that. So what I'm wearing today, this is a self-drafted top. Now I made this purely because I had this piece of sweatshirting left from when I made my Burda navy blue and mustard sweatshirt with the panel going through the middle and the grey hood. If you've watched my videos before, you'll have seen me in that and talking about it. So this is sweatshirting in mustard, and I had a piece left big enough to make a little top, but not big enough to do anything bigger than that. So this is what I decided on, and this is what I created. So this self-drafted pattern. The only thing with it is because it's so thick, where I've bound it around the neck, is it does sit up a little bit like this. That's not because it's too big, because it does sit correctly. It's just because it's so thick where I've turned it over. So that's my only issue with it, really. So I stand up. So what I did, I made a tuck at the front because I wanted it to fit and not just hang boxy. And I've just folded that over and stitched it. And then, so it's straight at the back, straight at the sides. Did the same with the sleeves so that it's sort of mirroring that. So we've got a tuck on either sleeve, tuck at the front like that, so it just sits at the top of my jeans. And then the neck is bound with some binding made out of the same sweatshirting. And as I said, I like the neckline, but that just sits up a little bit. It probably would have been better with some sort of bias binding and then just turned down flat rather than me making it out of this. But I was just trying it out, and it was just something that I created on the spot. So that's what I'm wearing today. I hope this has been a useful little update for you. Let me know if you check out the Acacia, I think I'm saying that correctly, Acacia knickers. If you check out that free pattern, let me know how you get on, and also what you think about the site. That's all for today, and I will be back soon with some more sewing. Bye for now.